Canelo, don't run away from this. You already ran away from the Benavidez fight. All right, you don't care what people have to say about you anyway.
Who's time to take over and start beating the guys around him? Who he's the best of that group. Bud is in a group above him. Bud don't need to come back down to 47 to meet him. That's crazy. Why would he? Bud looking to try to make history and get out. Get his big bank and get out. His big bank is who? Canelo. He willing to take that gamble, see if he can beat him. If he beats him, he may go fight Benavidez next.
We're going to keep talking about the weight. That's all I'm saying. Oh, he going to knock him out. When the hell was the last time Canelo knocked somebody out? Big, little, small.
Boxing pros are calling out Canelo Alvarez for avoiding a fight with Terence Crawford. Tim Bradley, a former champion, didn't hold back this week, blasting Canelo on his YouTube channel. He challenged Canelo to stop dodging and give Crawford the fight he deserves. Bradley made it clear that fans are eager for this matchup and that Crawford has earned his shot. However, Bradley questioned whether the fight makes sense. He argued that Canelo has a responsibility to make the fight happen. Bradley pointed out that Canelo already avoided a fight with Benavidez and should now set up the Crawford showdown, since it's what fans want. He also rejected the idea that Canelo's size and strength would overpower Crawford, noting that Canelo started his career at 147 pounds and is the same height as Crawford.
I mean, you're walking around Mexico, walking around, California, San Diego, wherever you live, wherever you reside. I don't know where you reside, to be honest with you. But you obviously don't care about what people say or what people think about you by not taking that fight. So why should you care about what people say about you for not taking the Crawford fight? Don't use that as an excuse. Make the fight, my man. Make the fight with Crawford. That's a fight that everybody wants to see you face, right? And it's going to give Crawford an opportunity to show you his greatness, show the entire world his greatness. Now, everyone keeps talking about the weight. That's all I'm saying. Oh, he going to knock him out. When the hell was the last time Canelo knocked somebody out? Big, little, small. He ain't knocked nobody out.
Bradley's point may be bold, but it's hard to deny that this fight would create huge excitement. On one side, you have Canelo, boxing's biggest star with a record of 62 and 39 knockouts. On the other, there's Crawford, undefeated in 41 fights with 31 knockouts, and widely seen as one of the most skilled boxers of his time. However, things get tricky when you look at Crawford's last fight with Israel Madrimov. While Crawford won, the fight didn't do much to improve his reputation. It wasn't the dominant performance fans usually expect from Crawford. He took too many right hands and seemed off his game. As for Canelo, there's little motivation for him to take this fight. He's already proven himself against bigger, stronger opponents, leaving little to prove. Meanwhile, Crawford hasn't done enough to earn a shot at Canelo's 168-pound title. Critics argue that if Crawford really wanted this fight, he should first face top contenders like David Benavidez or Demetrius Andrade to prove he belongs among the best at that weight.
What was that? Ryder, was it? Was it Ryder? Did he even knock Ryder out? No, he didn't even knock him out. He ain't knock no Ryder. He ain't knock no Belenga out. When was the last time Canelo Alvarez knocked anybody out? So y'all saying, oh, he didn't knock no baby Charlo out. He didn't knock the little Charlo out. He didn't knock him out. So y'all can quit with that talking about he gonna knock Crawford out. Come on, man. Stop it. Please stop it. Stop the cap. Stop the cap. Ain't that's what the young folks say? Stop the cap. Yeah, stop it already. Yo, didn't we just see somebody just fight a guy that was quote unquote 50 pounds heavier? Yes.
Boxing fans are split. Some are excited by the idea of a skill versus power battle between two elite fighters of their time, while others question Crawford's age and limited experience in higher weight classes, wondering if the fight would really be competitive. In the end, Canelo has nothing left to prove. His legacy as one of the greatest boxers is secure, and many opportunities are ahead for him. On the other hand, if Crawford really wants to fight Canelo, he may need to take a tougher path to show he deserves it. For now, this fight feels more like a dream than a reality, but Tim Bradley will likely keep pushing for it, and the boxing world is watching closely. Canelo Alvarez has announced that his next fight is scheduled for May, and several familiar names have popped up as potential challengers, including Terence Crawford and David Benavidez. However, these matchups seem more like wishful thinking from the industry rather than part of Canelo's actual plans. Recently, William Skoll has entered the conversation, claiming that negotiations for a fight are underway. Canelo has stayed quiet about talks for a showdown with the Cuban, who is set to fight as the IBF champion. This is the same organization that stripped Canelo of his super middleweight title last September after he refused to face Skol, the IBF's mandatory challenger at the time. Now, Skol is one of the possible opponents for Canelo's May fight. Saul Alvarez has a few potential contenders in mind for his first fight of 2025, especially within the super middleweight division. While rising talents like Franz Christian, MB Billy, and Diego Pacho are gaining attention, none of them have the stature needed to truly challenge for supremacy in the 168-pound division. In this context, Terence Crawford's name carries more media weight than the others. However, Crawford competes in the super welterweight division, which is below the super middleweight category. Despite this, for Alvarez, the clear business opportunity is Crawford. While Crawford competes at 154 pounds, which might present a challenge for the 37-year-old Alvarez, the financial backing from Sheikh Turki Al Sheikh strengthens the case for the fight.
When you say, I want Canelo, is there anybody in the camp that would say, you're not ready for this?
That's a big boy. He's strong. It's a conversation. It's not just, oh man, you will whoop his ass.
Like yes, man type stuff.
I'm not worried about Canelo. I'm not thinking about Canelo. I'm just focused on Israel Majimov.
In a small way, is this a stepping stone to your dream fight?
I don't look at fights as stepping stones. It's about now.
If you don't want to miss any updates on this exciting fight and all things boxing, make sure to subscribe. Stay tuned for more insights, news, and analysis on the biggest matchups in the sport.